The Pun Also Rises. How the Humble Pun Revolutionized Language, Changed History, and Made Wordplay More Than Some Antics. By John Pollack. Narrated by Pete Larkin. Copyright 2011 by John Pollack. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Gotham Books, a member of Penguin Group USA Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2011 by Tantor Media Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Language, be it remembered, is not an abstract construction of the learned or of dictionary makers, but is something arising out of the work, needs, ties, joys, affections, tastes of long generations of humanity, and has its bases broad and low, close to the ground. Its final decisions are made by the masses, people nearest the concrete, having most to do with actual land and sea. It permeates us all, the past as well as the present, and is the grandest triumph of the human intellect. Walt Whitman. Introduction. Bears go barefoot. Lightning flashed, the plane bucked, and another gasp swept the cabin. I cinched my seatbelt even tighter and stole another glance into the inky abyss where I could just make out the red light on the jet's wingtip, flapping like a bird. The plane shuddered again, and I thought of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, a giant ore freighter that had snapped in two during a fierce gale when I was a boy, plunging into the icy depths of Lake Superior. The wreck had been big news in my home state of Michigan. The ship, longer than a football field, had sunk so fast that the captain didn't even have time to radio an SOS. All hands were lost. Tonight, at odds with the gods in this riveted aluminum tube some 30,000 feet above the Ozarks, I tried to push that ship from my mind, but couldn't. At least, not until what felt like a giant fist suddenly smashed the plane from above, as if an angry Zeus were trying to crush a beer can. In an instant, some 200 yellow oxygen masks dropped from the ceiling, and the plane nosed into a sudden, deep descent. The announcement that followed was familiar, but startling in its reality. Please place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. For the next several minutes I breathed cold, pure oxygen, and felt in the pit of my stomach the altitude falling away. My decision to board this flight to Austin, Texas had been somewhat impulsive, a journey of choice to compete in an absurd contest, the 18th Annual World Pun Championships. I had secured a spot in the tournament only 10 days earlier, after punning with the organizer over the phone. He'd seemed reluctant to have me fly down at first, but he needed one last competitor to fill an early bracket. Why not a sacrificial lamb from Michigan?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?